Hello and welcome to the show. Today's episode is going to be a noisy one because I am out and about, so expect to hear some interruptions in the background. Now, today I would like us to look at when is the right time to have a business meeting with a prospect. Now, when we say prospect, we just mean somebody who might be interested in your product or your service, and it looks as if, man, this person might buy. Maybe we're trying to figure that out. So that's what a prospect is, someone who might be interested in your product or service and who is close to pulling the trigger. Now, the reason why I want us to consider this question today is because some people jump the gun prematurely. You try and get the some people try to go for the meeting too early. Now, anyway, the reason why I'm discussing this is because I had an interaction recently with someone concerning my YouTube videos, and then it just occurred to me that this person got the order of the sale wrong. This person was trying to call for the meeting prematurely, and it means that it gives me the inkling that there are lots of you who are also in the same bucket. You're always trying to push for a meeting too early. So the lady in question saw my YouTube videos and started pitching me on her editing services to optimize my YouTube, and then she went straight and tried to book a meeting. Now, of course, I did not want the meeting because from my own end, I saw no value in the meeting. I didn't know any reason why I'm taking the meeting. There are a couple of fundamental and foundational things that we had not established before we even got to the point of a meeting. And so those are the things that we're going to explore in today's podcast episode. So the right time to have a meeting with a prospect is after you, the service provider. So in this case, the lady who does editing YouTube videos. So after you, the service provider, have done some qualification and discovery and have figured out if the person is interested, if there's a sense of urgency, and if there's a fit to both of you working together, cultural fit. When I say cultural fit, I mean, that feeling like, you feel as if you're going to vibe with this person, because there's some times, especially when it comes to professional services, that somebody says the thing and the person is correct and you think this thing can work, but somehow you don't trust this person, or somehow you don't like his vibe, or you don't like her vibe. All these sorts of things are important, because if you're going to get the most qualified professional to work on this or to work on that, but then you guys don't really vibe, these are the things that can affect the working relationship and the ultimate outcome at the end of the day. So now let me repeat and slow things down a little and define a couple of things. Now remember, I said the right time to have a meeting is after you have done some qualification and discovery, after you figured out if they're interested, after you have figured out if there's a sense of urgency, and after if you figured out if there is a fit between both of you. Now, qualification and discovery is that part of the relationship where you're asking questions about the person, about the opportunity, about the vision they're working towards, or towards the problem that they're trying to solve. Because remember, I've said lots of times on the show that no matter what it is that you solve, no matter what it is that you sell, you are either trying to solve a problem or you're trying to help somebody achieve a vision. So for the lady now who does YouTube videos, who is trying to talk to me, she's either trying to solve a problem, which is my YouTube videos are underperforming, or she's trying to help me achieve a vision. This is what I want my YouTube videos to look like, and this is how I want my YouTube videos to perform. So it doesn't matter whatever business you're involved in, pick whatever term you like, but it's either problem or vision. So qualification and discovery is where you ask all of these questions. In asking all of these questions about the person, the vision, the problem they're trying to solve, their personal context, their business context, you're going to be able to figure out if this person is interested in your product or your service. Because to be honest, I'm not really interested in YouTube optimization right now. Because for those people listening to the show, you guys know that as far as I'm concerned, I'm writing this audio thing for as long as possible, and I'm not paying attention to anything else. So I'm not interested. So if you're selling YouTube optimization and editing services, and you're talking to someone who is clearly not interested in YouTube optimization or interested in anything video related, truly, truly I say unto thee, thou art wasting your time, and you are wasting your time in a big way. You're better off leaving this person who is not interested and then looking for people who are already interested, and then try and have the conversation with them, and then try and close the deal with them. So qualification and discovery, it will help you figure out, is this person even interested first? Then if the person is interested, we have conversations around timelines. That is where urgency comes in. Because some people are interested in YouTube optimization and YouTube editing and stuff like that, but maybe it's something I'll do next year. So that maybe I'll do something next year. There's no sense of urgency there. You trying to close the deal now, you're just wasting your time. Because as far as the person is concerned, like, I'm interested. This thing is important, but you know what? My children are going to school. Okay, my wife wants to jackpot this and this and that and that. Maybe like 2026. There's no urgency there. Chances of you closing that deal are slim. But then, if somebody is interested and the person is saying, "Hi, you know what? My videos are seriously underperforming, and this my competitor. I saw that he went viral yesterday, and 2 months ago, another of my competitors went viral, and this person got viral. Me, I'm the only person in my set that is not going viral." You know, that kind of person has some sense of urgency around him or her. So the chances of closing that deal are high or higher. Then, of course, there's the whole thing of fit. You know, do you guys vibe? You know, because there's some people that I meet, and those people don't like my flow, and the choices are I either change my flow, change my personality, or we just don't work together. By the way, I'm going to recommend that in those sorts of situations, just relax and stay you, just be you, because the whole thing of trying to change personalities is confusing. After a while, you forget who it is that you're supposed to be with which particular client, and that thing is very confusing. So just remain who you are. The person that sees you and is not feeling your vibe and doesn't like your flow, just let them walk past. The people that like you, the people that dig you, the people that pardon you, you guys end up doing very good business together. So don't try to be all things to all men. So yes, I know that that's what the Apostle Paul said in Scripture, but it's a different context, and it means something else. It just means taking a different approach, even though he was remaining true to the gospel that he was trying to preach. But in business, when people say all things to all men, they usually mean like camouflage, chameleon, and that sort of thing. So don't try and chameleonify. Don't try and camouflage. Don't try and do anything. So just stay you. So it is only after you've done all this qualification and discovery. Who is the person? What's the problem? What's the vision? Are they even interested? What's their timing like? Is there any sense of urgency? Okay, is the person a correct guy? Is the person an okay babe? Does it look like we can vibe? Then you can now say, let's have a meeting, whether physical meeting or whether online meeting. Now, some of you would even ask, is a meeting even necessary? It depends. But for most of us who sell professional services, like the person who does YouTube videos and optimization, I say optimization, where is it again? YouTube videos, editing and optimizing. So for that sort of person, the meeting is necessary because it's at the meeting that you're going to be able to dig deeper and start asking specific questions. Which is your best performing video? Which is your worst performing video? How well do you want this one to to perform? Okay, I think this might be the problem. That might be the problem. Okay, based on what we've discussed, if I understand correctly, I have this proposal for you. Option A, option B, option C. Anything could be between the option of this amount and then this amount. You get some feedback, and then eventually you narrow down the proposal. So all those hardcore discussions are going to happen in the meeting. So for those of us who sell professional services, a meeting is necessary. Now, for those of you who sell human hair, a meeting might not be necessary. The person just calls, they want a Scandinavian human hair, and they want it to be 102 inches. You either have it or you don't have it. You have it, okay, how much it is, you send it, you can either do delivery or you can't do delivery. And, it's that simple. That's if you sell commodities. However, it would help you if you introduce a meeting element to it and try and do qualification and discovery and try and figure out their needs, their interests, things like that. Because it's what will help you to now upsell in the future or sell other items or get the person to be a repeat customer. So if somebody just reaches out and says, look, I want Scandinavian human hair 42 inches, and you say, yes, I have it. Okay, I am based in Abeokuta. Can you do delivery? No problem. We can do delivery. Delivery is 12,000. You guys argue back and forth. You now take 8K for delivery. You now put it in God is good motors. You send it off to them, and then they take their human hair and then they leave. So good, you've closed the sale. But it was too transactional. So there's no room for repeat business and referrals because you didn't establish a relationship. So, but if you do all this and then maybe after you signed it or before you signed it, you get into that whole conversation. You try and figure out who they are, what their needs are, whether this person is a working class babe or maybe she's an influencer or she's just a high flying chick. I mean, conversation just to try and figure out who this person is, what does she need this hair for, stuff like just figure the person out. It is then that you'll be able to know enough about the person so that by the time the next set of hair comes in and you have hair from, not from Scandinavia, but this time you have hair from Mogadishu, you will now know that, okay, based on the conversations I had with this babe, based on her style, based on her working needs or based on her social needs or whatever, Mogadishu hair would also be a good idea. And then you can call her up and say, hey babe, what's up? Remember me? I'm the person that sold you Scandinavian hair, 42 inches. Oh yes, I remember you. How's business? Oh, business is very well, blah, blah, blah. We just got some new goods. And when I saw it, I thought about you. And I really, really think that this kind of thing is going to suit you, to emphasize your this, to emphasize your that, and to highlight your this, highlight your that. And I really think that this will make you pop, make you slay, make you whatever. For those of you who sell human hair, the kind of gist that you have. Say, really? Mogadishu hair? I've never heard of it before. Sure. Yeah, I understand. It's not well known. People don't really talk about it. But if you're free, let's just have a quick Zoom meeting at 9 p.m. today. I'll show you and then we'll talk about it some more, So in this case, since you're both in different cities, you're in Lagos, she's in Abeokuta, you're able to set up a virtual meeting. But you can see how, even for people that sell commodities, if you introduce this meeting aspect, it can help you to improve your business. But those of us who sell services, like those of you who design billboards, or those of you who do YouTube video optimization and editing, the meeting part is important and would help you close more deals. So that's why the meeting is necessary. The meeting allows us to explore proposals or presentations to get some feedback on which ideas are workable and allow us to come up with a convincing proposal at the end of the day. So, let me see. What else? Okay, I lost my train of thought. Where was I? Anyway, so like I said, the reason why I brought this up today is because of the lady who does YouTube videos, editing, and or whatnot, trying to book a meeting with me. I'm not taking that meeting because there's no value on my own end. I don't know the reason why I should take that meeting. So what should she have done? Instead of sending a broadcast message, because this lady sent a broadcast message, of course, I applied to some of these things just because of esprit de corps, as per I'm a salesperson as well. So sometimes I respond, but best believe most people are not even responding. They will ignore, or they will block, or they will move to spam, or move to some other thing. So I really think in this situation, if you're going to be cranking out those emails, it should be a problem-based opener. Problem-based openers will allow you to head straight into the meat of the matter. So instead of her doing the blanket thing and trying to sell her services, the first set of emails should have been something like, oh, congrats on your YouTube channel. I just noticed it, blah, blah, blah. I like your stuff. Is there any particular YouTube growth strategy that you're working on? ? Leave it like that. Now, that kind of email, simple, straight to the point, not a matter of this is me, this is my business, I've won so many awards, I've worked on X thousand number of clients, these are the results I've done for them, something, I can triple you or something, I can get you to trend. If you're interested, click on the link now to book a meeting. No, that's not how you do it. Problem-based opener, straight to the point. Congratulations on your new YouTube channel. I just saw it. Is there any particular YouTube strategy that you're working on? ? You do that kind of thing, some people will respond, oh, thank you very much for your compliments about my YouTube channel. Yeah, I just started it new, but I'm not really thinking about anything in particular. Now you can see that in this case, you can now enter into a conversation with this person and then try and figure out a whole bunch of stuff. Who are they? What's the business about? What are they working on? What is the problem? Where do they want the business to be at in the next 5 months, 10 years, or whatever? Which videos are performing well? Which videos are not performing well? Are they interested in this thing? How soon are they thinking on working on it? Is this something that they're just curious about, or is it something that they want to do urgently? When you're able to do all these sorts of things, it's then they can now say, oh, you know what? I think it makes sense for us to have a meeting and explore some specific proposals. Abi, what do you think? And for someone who has a sense of urgency, be yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, I can be at your office by XYZ. Or should it be a Zoom meeting? I'm available for 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. You understand. You now start moving things forward in that particular way. So, but you can see it's simple, it's conversational, and you started off based on using problem-based openers. So, another way would be, oh, congratulations on YouTube channel. I love your videos. I particularly like the video, this, where you said this, and that. The reason why you put that there is so that the person feels like the message is personalized to them, and it shows that you take some sort of interest in them. So, this is one way they can get people to respond to your messages. And then where was I? Problem-based opener. So since she's selling YouTube optimization, so this is the point where she might now ask, so have you considered YouTube optimization to grow your channel? Full stop. Leave it there. In that case, the message is now food for thought. Some people will ignore, no problem. Ignore the people who ignore. We'll get to that later. But for people who respond, can you see that you are now baiting them into a conversation that increases the chance for you to close the sale later? So please, let's stop this bad habit that we're going to craft some WhatsApp message or some email that is 8 paragraphs long and people have to scroll. But then we just think that for some reason you send this thing and then people are just going to click through and then have a meeting, or click through and then just close the sale. Let's stop thinking that these broadcast messages can sell on our behalf. Instead, let us use these broadcast messages and try and get people into a conversation. When we get into the conversation, let's try and know them. Let's try and figure out what problems they have, what vision they have, what they're running from or where they're running to. And then we'll try and figure out if our product can help them solve that problem. And if it looks like it can, and the person would like to explore it in more detail, then propose a meeting. In the meeting, you will now be able to go and start discussing some specific things. So, start with the problem-based opener. And then there in the email, you can have some simple conversations about their YouTube strategy or what the overall mission is. You'll be able to ask whether they're interested, tease out whether they're interested. You're going to be able to have that budgeting conversation, the bracketing conversation, because I always say use a bracket. Like, okay, oh, madam, based on what it is that we're talking about, people typically spend like 300 to 600k every month to on these kinds of strategies or these kind of strategies. Is this something that you're willing to invest in? Oh, sorry, one moment. Okay, phone call. Oh, 9:16. Okay, I have a meeting for 9:45. Okay, let me just wrap this up quickly. Where was I? I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, okay, yes, bracketing. Yes. So you now have the bracketing conversation that most people typically spend between this and spend between that. Is that the sort of thing you're willing to invest? If you've given somebody the bracket and they say, okay, yeah, that sounds just about right. That's the kind of money I'm willing to invest or something. Now it makes sense to now start asking this person for a meeting. Because what's the point of calling somebody for a meeting who is not interested and who has unrealistic money expectations? You would have just wasted your time setting up a meeting and you talk for 30, 45 minutes, 1 hour with someone and the person was never even going to buy from you in the first place. So our time is precious. Let's try and preserve our time. Then it's only after you've done all this, it looks like they're interested, it's something they're willing to explore, there's some sense of urgency, and it looks like money expectations, it looks like there's sense. Is then you can now ask that, oh, okay, madam, oga, bros, Shugaba, Ovesin, whoever. Would you be open to a meeting so that we can discuss some specific proposals so that we can see how my product or my service can help you overcome XYZ challenge or can help you achieve ABC thing. So for people who are doing like this YouTube video lady, you guys are taking this thing, the order of sale that you guys are using is wrong. People are trying to do broadcast first, and then from broadcast, you go straight to close the sale. Or people are doing broadcast first, and then from broadcast, you're trying to book a meeting, then at meeting, close the sale. No, that's not how it works. It's doable, but your response rate is going to be very, very low. So the right order, and remember, I'm talking about those of you who are trying to do broadcasts, all these broadcast messages. The right order is start with problem-based opener. When they respond, you're trying to figure out how bad is the problem. Is this a problem that is worth solving? Because like I said, some people have a problem, but for them it's not worth solving. So for the guy who thinks, yes, I want to optimize my YouTube strategy and everything, but right now, okay, my children are getting ready to go to school in Canada. My wife wants to jackpot. I just bought land in Guzape. Maybe it's something I'll look at in 2026, 2027. For the person, it's a problem, yes. But YouTube right now is not a problem worth solving, because as far as he's concerned, he has much bigger problems on their hands. So try and figure out, is this a problem worth solving? Then we also need to have that conversation whether it will help them to achieve their goals. Because there are some people who, like me, I really don't think YouTube optimization is going to help me achieve my goals right now. But anyway, this is a conversation that if me and the lady had been having in an email exchange back and forth, I might have now seen that, okay, maybe there's a need for me to have this meeting, because there's something about YouTube optimization that I haven't considered that might help me achieve my business goals. And then in that case, I'll be open to having the meeting. But you see, we should be having those conversations. Then, of course, you now get to the stage of, typically it will require an investment of XYZ to ABC. Would you like to learn some more? For the person who says, yes, I would like to learn some more, then you now set up the meeting so that you can explore proposals. So this is the right time, and this is the proper order to have a meeting. No matter what business you're involved in, do not book a meeting with someone until you know who they are, what they're about, what they are running from, where they are running to, whether they're interested in your product or your service, whether there's a sense of urgency. Urgency just means, time crunch. They want to make a decision soon. And whether there's a fit, whether you guys feel each other. It is only after you've done all this that then you go and hook up the meeting. Or else, you will set up a meeting with someone like me who is not really interested. But the person just wants to be polite, and the person just doesn't know how to say no. And you have lots of people like that in your calendar who just took the meeting because they want to be kind, or they want to be respectful, or they want to be something. No. Only book meetings with people who you know and you understand for sure that they're interested and that they're ready to take action anytime soon. And you guys are vibing, you guys are feeling each other, there's some rapport, there's a cultural fit, and you know that you guys will work well together. If you fill up your days and fill up your calendar with meetings with these kinds of people, then the chances are that these can lead to very fruitful and very profitable business engagements for you. So let me just wrap it up here. So that's the thought process for everybody. So business consultants, that is your thought process. If you're an architect, this is how to do it. If you design billboards for people, this is how to do it. If you design websites for people, this is how to do it. If you sell human hair or baby diapers, you do not have to do this. But if you sell diapers, it would help that after you send the diaper or before you send it, you say, how is your little one anyway? He's fine. Actually, he's a girl. Sorry, forgive me. Your daughter, how's your daughter doing? She's very fine, blah, blah, blah. What stage are you guys? Okay, you're at the crash stage. Hey, yeah, how is she doing? This and this and that and that. You're talking back and forth. When my baby was this, when my baby was that. You're building rapport. You're figuring out who they are. You're figuring out where they, the stage of life. It's from all these conversations that you now know that, okay, since Madame's child is now starting crash and is between the age of this and this, apart from diapers, they'll need baby wipes. Apart from baby wipes, they'll also need baby meal. The one that you can just take and prepare by mixing hot water because they're starting crash. This is from these conversations. You'll now be able to know what you're cross-selling, what you're upselling, building a relationship, getting the person to come back, buy more things, and to buy different things. So if you sell human hair and baby diapers, you don't have to do this, but it would help as well. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for your time and attention. If you'd love to connect with me for a business audit or a strategy session, then the number to hit me up on is 080-6466-2140. The country code is +234. For those of you who are not Nigerian, that's my WhatsApp number as well. Then let's see what else. Okay, connect with me on LinkedIn as well. The name to look for is Tavishima Ayede. Then I have a YouTube channel with the same name, Tavishima Ayede. Thanks for your time and attention. I'll catch you guys at the next episode, and let me brush off for my next meeting in 15 minutes. So, I'll catch you guys.